guys, welcome back to This Crazy Life. Today I am going to be sharing 5 tips with you to be successful at meal planning. My first tip is be prepared. I will always bring my grocery list with me to the store, and that way I am not forgetting anything at the store, and I try to stick to it, so that also helps me keep on budget so that I'm not buying things that I don't need and having a lot of extra impulse buys. I also like to keep that list on the side of our fridge along with this pen holder, and it's magnetized on the back, and I found this at Dollar Tree, but you can also find it at Walmart, or I've seen it at Staples before, and that way everything's just in one spot. So like if my husband uses up something last, he can just write down what we need to buy again, and that way it helps us from forgetting those items and having to make extra trips to the store throughout the week. I would absolutely try and find a place on your fridge, whether it's on the front or the side or wherever it fits. That way you can just easily write it down when you need to. Tip number 2 is to plan your menu. So I have a menu board that I use, and I just found a chalkboard at Hobby Lobby several years ago, and I just made it into my menu board, but you can use whatever you want. I like having it out in the open, so I'm always kind of reminded of what we're having this week, and it helps everyone know what to expect, and it also helps me keep on track, and that way I know that what I'm making, if I need to get in the kitchen at 4 o'clock, if I want dinner done by 5, it just helps me kind of stay on track for the week, and that way I feel like we're not having like really tossed together dinners, and we're not having takeout as much. So that really is one of my biggest tips, is to plan your menu. Tip number 3 is to have a place to store your recipes. Now I used to use like a big binder, and I would print off my recipes, or I would write them out by hand and I would just store them in there. But it got to the point where I had so many recipes that it was really hard to find like new ones and just go through them like that. I was just using the same 10 recipes, which is great to have those that you know and that you love, but I felt like my family was really getting tired of it. I actually found this app, and it is this meal board app, and I will try and link it down below, but I feel like I don't even use it to its full extent. But it has a place where you can store recipes straight from the internet, so if you find things on Pinterest, you can add it right in, or you can add them in yourself. It also has an area where you can add in like what you're having each night for the week. For us this week, we're having breakfast last night, chicken Caesar salad, and then tacos on Wednesday, honey teriyaki chicken on Thursday, and so on. This way I always have my phone with me when I go out, and so I always have my meal plan with me. My 4th tip is to shop your pantry first. Before I make my menu for the week, I'll always take inventory of what I have, and that way I know that when I go to the store, I'm not going to be having to buy everything for every recipe. I know that I have black beans stocked, and I know I have ground turkey in our deep freezer, so all I need is to buy taco shells, and I will have everything I need for tacos. It also gives you the opportunity to buy in bulk and shop the sales, because when you stock your pantry, you're more prepared for all the different meals that you might want to make, and you can really save a lot of money when you do those things. My 5th and final tip is to keep it simple and keep it easy. I only plan my main dishes for my dinner, and for side items, I will just pull from my pantry or my fridge or my freezer, and I try and keep those stocked up with like typical side items that we'll be needing, unless if I have some kind of like special dinner where I want specific things for it. If you find that you need to plan those side items as well, then go for it. The same thing for breakfast and lunch. I will just kind of keep my breakfast items stocked that I like use all the time, and I know that I'll have that covered. And for lunches, we will have sandwiches or quesadillas or burritos or leftovers a lot, and so I know that lunches will be covered as well. Those are the 5 tips I have for successful meal planning. I hope this will help you out, and if you have any other tips that I didn't mention that really help you, make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed already, be sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you in our next video.